My friends, I'm writing to let you know that whether you like it or not, you're in a war zone. There is an enemy seeking to destroy you, and his allies are always coming after you. Believe me when I say the battle requires everything you got. Mental fortitude, physical prowess, and above all else, a prayerful dependence on the King who has faithfully given you everything you need for the spiritual power, knowledge, and understanding it will take for you to prevail.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be here with you this evening. It's an exciting thing, and I'm praying that you are excited about your faith, that you are able to contend for your faith. And that's what we're going to focus on in this series. We want to become bold. We live in a time when there's 400,000 churches across the nation of America. 400,000. And I want you to think about that for a second. There's 6,000 first-run theaters. 400,000 churches, 6,000 first-run theaters. And the theaters are doing more to impact this culture than the church. We've got to get serious about our faith. And if we're going to do that, if we're going to be able to become bold, we need to know it, we need to live it, we need to do it. You see, we need to understand the tools that are being used in the culture that are keeping us from being effective in what God has called us to do, and that is to get out and to share our faith. You see, James 1:5 tells us this, that if you lack wisdom, you're supposed to ask. But who you ask is very key. You're supposed to ask God. But you see, many times we don't do that, because there's another tool that's been used that is keeping us from being able to do that. And that's in this next verse here. In verse 6, it says, nothing wavering, doubt. So you've got to understand that doubt is the tool that's been used in the culture to get the church where it is today. Because when you cannot sell out for the Word of God, if this is not truly the authority of the Word of God, if this is not from the only one who's always been there, who knows everything, who told you, and you can trust him, if it's just fairy tales and good stories, you're never going to become bold. You're never going to stand firm in the face of adversity.